And that brings us on to the sport with Ben Phillip. More footballers heading to the Gulf to sun themselves, Ben.
Yes, that's right, Norman. And the footballers aren't the only ones. Our reporter Chris Harvey is also out there sending me plenty of sunshine selfies. Not jealous at all.
Indeed.
This is for the winner. Whoa, well that was a cheeky effort. STV Sport, sponsored by Wholesale Domestic Bathrooms.
Good evening. As you've just heard, it's destination Dubai for the Dons, who arrive there tonight. Meanwhile, the club have announced that Greg Tansey is to depart Pittodrie. It's understood he signed an 18-month contract with St Mirren. Earlier, Derek McInnes was also linked to the vacant Stoke City job after manager Gary Rowett left there this morning. It's also been another busy training day in the Middle East for Hibernian and Celtic, as Chris Harvey reports.
Aberdeen arrive in Dubai at midnight tonight after a gruelling 8-hour flight, but they will be welcomed tomorrow morning by balmy sunshine, 27 degrees. The reason why they've headed out here, buoyed by the news that Sam Cosgrove has signed an extended contract. They'll be looking to get the double sessions in that gives them a competitive advantage when they return to Scotland for the second half of the season. Cooling down in the searing heat. Neil Lennon's men take a break after being put through their paces under the hot Dubai sun. Ryan Gauld flew in to join up with Neil Lennon's squad last night, and the Hibs boss is also eyeing a move for Lewis Morgan, who's out in the Emirates with the Celtic squad.
It's just competition for places, and as a player that's what you want, because it keeps your standards high. If you don't want to be in a position where you know you're going to play every week, you know no matter what, the next Saturday you're going to play, so your performances might not be as high as you want them to be. So having a lot of players coming in, if players do come in, it just kind of makes you think, right, I need to stand out more.
He had options to sign for a number of clubs in Europe, but Paris Saint-Germain's hot prospect Timothy Weah opted to join the champions of Scotland, and he was sold on a move after a whistle-stop tour of Glasgow last month. Timothy is the son of Ballon d'Or winner George Weah. His parent club PSG has a host of top-name players, Messrs Neymar, Mbappe and Cavani amongst others on their payroll. And so keen is Weah to impress, he arrived overnight, hadn't slept a wink and was straight out onto the pitch here in Dubai.
I met the coaching staff, I met some of the people who work there, and it was amazing, and I fell in love with the club immediately, and I knew this is the place that I wanted to come to, and I'm here and we made it happen and they made it happen, so thank you so much to them, and may God bless.
It's not even 7 o'clock in the morning back in the UK, but Celtic are already almost an hour into their training session here this morning. This is no light game of possession. There's been some tasty tackles going in. Christopher Ayer, I tell you what, if I was a referee, I probably would have sent him off for that double-footed over-the-ball challenge. Chris Harvey, STV News, Dubai.
Meanwhile, STV News has learnt that Rangers and Dundee have held talks which could see Glenn Kamara move to Ibrox this month. The midfielder has signed a pre-contract and is due to join Steven Gerrard's side in the summer for free. But with 6 months remaining on his contract at Dens, we understand talks are taking place over a deal in this window. Ross County midfielder Ross Draper says it was a missed opportunity to extend their lead at the top of the Championship following defeat to Morton. The Staggies' 7-game unbeaten run was brought to an end with this goal by Morton's Kerr Waddle last Friday. County, who now travel to Queen of the South this weekend, remain 3 points clear at the league summit.
Performance and result was disappointing. We felt like we didn't do ourselves justice, and then when you sit back and look at the results on the Saturday as well, it was a kind of a missed opportunity to stretch the gap, but boys have bounced back from defeat early in the season as well, so it gives us a chance to do that again on Saturday at Queen's.
Elsewhere in the Championship, Dundee United manager Robbie Neilson has praised newcomer Aidan Nesbitt, who made his debut last weekend. The 21-year-old, who signed on loan from MK Dons, won a penalty for the Tangerines in Saturday's 1-1 draw with Partick Thistle. However, Neilson concedes the midfielder will take some time to get up to match fitness.
Well, to be honest, I knew his qualities. I signed him when he was at MK Dons, so I know him very, very well. I know the quality that he brings to the team. I think everyone that was there could see that. He's obviously, fitness-wise, he's not at the level we'd like him to get to. I think it'll take him a bit of time to get there. His last full game was in October, but he played 45 minutes for us, and I thought the first 30 minutes of that he was very, very good.
And that's all your sport from me for tonight. We'll have some more Dubai news tomorrow.
This is for the winner. Oh, well, that was a cheeky effort. STV Sport, sponsored by Wholesale Domestic Bathrooms.